In this Arena of Honor match, our team is half Alliance and half Pickup. Our armies assembled and we achieved first place after having been in last place. Truly an epic battle. We picked up another team of 5 people, and based upon their profiles, they looked ready for battle. I began by scoping out the competition. Mostly I was looking for big whales, and I did a poor job, as later in the game, there were players there that I hadn't noticed in my initial reconnaissance. I did notice some big names like WAO and BDR, as well as various smaller alliances. I was paying particular attention to House Greyjoy, as their NPCs would be the one attacking our clan castle. I needed to make sure they did not set their trading post to Cav, as that would counter the planned infantry trading post we are going to build. I set the attack order like always, with watchtowers first, catapults second, and dragon pits third. The first capture points here are really good, and this is typically how I set up initially. This is the order in which the NPCs from our strongholds will attack. Here we go. We did really well filling the strongholds quickly. This allowed us to capture and take the second line of strongholds faster than usual. House Greyjoy set trading posts, so I did not worry about our clan castle being taken. House Stark set their camps to infantry, and this is the first inkling that we were going to have a problem with them. They are essentially setting up the same way we are, and since we don't typically put a commander in our clan castle, it was going to be hit or miss on whether we got the watchtowers and catapults. The rest of the factions all set trading posts, hoping to place higher with the points from them rather than the NPC buildings. As you can see, I keep going back to House Stark. You will see later why I was so concerned about their setup. Here the battle for the altars began. We did pretty well in the beginning, but as time goes on, we begin to falter. I took a House Greyjoy altar and held it against quite a few attacks, and for the moment, our altars were clear. Once the altar was under protection status, I decided to try another one since I captured the first so easy. At this point, I noticed we had captured the House Tyrell clan castle. 11 seconds had passed with it blinking before I noticed, and I rushed to get reinforcements in. Unfortunately, we were not able to get enough troops into the castle before they took it back. We did not capture it again during the match, but it was an unexpected event. Unfortunately, after 4 solo attacks, they managed to get me out of their altar. This is where the fun really begins. The City of Glory will open and everyone will rush to take it. I took it for only a brief second before being kicked out. The guy that has it, Siler, will be our biggest challenge for the rest of the event, as you will see soon. I attempted another solo, but they had too many reinforcements in. Siler's lineup looks really good. His advisors are well positioned, his weapons are arguably better than mine, without looking at his specific details. The only major difference is that he is using Raya while I am using Vorian. There was no way I was going to solo him out with that lineup and those reinforcements, so we decided to start rallying. Our team was a little slow to fill the rally, and I had to be cognizant of the time. It takes a minute to travel to the City of Glory, and I needed to launch in time. There, that was it. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the city, and a 1 minute 21-second march time. Cutting it close. I did a quick scout just to make sure that it was still Siler there. You may also have noticed that things were so hectic, I did not call out the watchtowers and catapults. As I had suspected, House Stark had captured 2 watchtowers, while we had 1 watchtower and a catapult. Capturing the catapult is helping us right now, as it is damaging Siler. It looked like both House Greyjoy and House Tyrell had a rally land just before ours did. This may have contributed enough to help us take it and leave enough troops in to defend. Right here is where I quickly realized that House Stark had made cavalry camps. It was a bit late in the match to counter this, but if I had had the time in retrospect, I should have switched all of ours to cavalry. A solo attack by someone in WAO on the same team as Siler. These are the tense moments, knowing we have strong opponents and seeing 2 rallies up. We have 5.8 million reinforcements in the castle, and we are on Discord desperately trying to get everyone to send in. Looking at the report, I could see that Siler had 5.6 million, all infantry, while we had 5.5 million, with quite a few spear and cavalry. Having all those inf, the same troop type, even while having the advantage of Vorian, was too much to overcome. They piled in the reinforcements while we decided to rally again. We had dropped to second to last place in the event. We had also lost the advantage on the watchtowers and catapults, so we weren't racking up the points per minute by holding those. On top of all that, we had lost a significant number of altars. The City of Glory was our only hope. Out of desperation, I set 1 row of strongholds to spearmen. I knew this had very little chance of working since they had half infantry and should have switched them all to cavalry instead. But at this point in the battle, we were totally collapsing with few points per minute, having lost the City of Glory and not doing well on the towers. We were going to be cutting this rally a little close again, and we would only get 1 shot as time was running out. This is it. Will we take it, or will this be the last hurrah? We successfully took the city. Now we need to be very quick with the reinforcements, or we will just lose it again. There is still a rally up against us, and we need to hold for another 3.5 minutes. I decided while waiting to peek at the catapults. Yeah, lots of infantry and cavalry. Not likely any chance of wresting those away from House Stark. 4.3 million troops is not going to be anywhere near enough. Especially with these two rallies coming in from House Lannister, with one most certainly being Sylar. Up to 6.1 million troops now, we have a chance. We must hold the city now as we are in last place. If we can't, then this will be one of our worst Arena of Honor matches to date. We held. Despite two rallies from two strong players, we managed to hold. The guys did really well here, pulling and refilling as attacks came in. House Lannister and others were hoping for that small chance they could solo us out before the bubble went up. I have to give props to the House Lannister team. They had two rallies timed perfectly to maximize damage and end up with Sylar in the castle. We just had too many reinforcements, and later when I went over reports, stronger dragons overall. It was here that I recalled all the troops and then zipped back in. This would give us all fresh troops to continue defending, as just because we defended the rallies this time, the bubble was going to drop and we would have to do it again. Still not wanting to completely give up on the catapults, I switched the attack order. The catapults are killing troops in the city, making it more difficult to hold on to. Two more rallies coming in from House Lannister. Their tenacity is truly amazing, and if it had not been for them, the event would have been much, much easier. Once again, the guys are pulling and refilling to have full deployments. We still have almost 8 minutes we need to hold. This report is hard to decipher, and why I spent time looking at it. They attacked with 5 million infantry, and we had only 4 million infantry with a smattering of bowmen, spearmen, and cavalry. The only difference is we had about 600,000 more T5 with Vorian and some really good dragons. What I failed to notice during the match, that another player from NFH named Khan Noonien had hit us with a rally, and he had an even stronger lineup than Sylar. He had more infantry, better weapons, and Yekinhar versus my Sonara. His stats were also better, and the only thing we can determine that caused us to win that was the dragons we had assembled on our team. We had a lot of dragons maxed out on the legendary dragon skills that complemented each other quite well. If you have any comments about this particular hit, comment below as I am curious to hear your theories. Right after Khan Noonien hit, Sylar rolled in with a rally as well. Khan had done some damage, too much for us to take both rallies back to back, and we got bumped. With only a little more than 6 minutes left in the match, we still needed to hold the City of Glory, so we set up yet another rally. If we could take the city back and hold for just a minute, we would win the match. It takes 4 minutes to capture the city, so we just needed to clear it and hold it until the 4-minute mark. Since neither us nor House Lannister held the catapults, they were destroying House Lannister troops before we even got there. Success. Yet again, we captured the city. We now need to hold for about 40 seconds to go past that 4-minute mark, and we win. Despite all the solos from House Lannister and Khan, we managed to hold on. The guys did really good backfilling quickly. At this point, it didn't matter if we lost the city. We are past the 4-minute mark, and the city would be ours when the match ended. It really was a hair-raising and stressful event. So many things went wrong, from the watchtowers and catapults to getting hammered at the altars. We realized after that we seemed to be everyone's target. I also had very little time to manage everything due to the pressure the enemies were putting on us and the speed at which we had to react to all of these rallies. Thanks for the great match. It will go down as one of the tightest, most intense battles I've had in Arena of Honor.